very hard.
You're
and
right.
I'm telling you, he puts in 12 hours a day on that show, and his staff respects him, and I don't agree with that.
You're right.
I don't know his parents.
You're right. I'm not saying...
I worked for him.
No, wait. You've misunderstood me. I'm not saying that he doesn't...
He can't relate to people who work hard.
No, he can't relate to what I grew up with. Absolutely
that's
not.
Fair. But that's not fair to say because he didn't have your life experience, he's not somehow on your level. It's not his fault. We can't just say...
No, it's that he looks at me as not being on his level.
I think you're holding a grudge because he picked on you.
No, I'm telling you.
Didn't you fire a bomb at Colbert last week?
I can't remember.
Didn't you take a shot at Colbert? You guys are crazy.
I must have at some point. But yeah, look, my point is very simple. I see stuff O'Reilly and Glenn Beck do, and I say, wow, that's very discriminatory. Mm-hmm. That's very prejudicial. And I look at stuff that Colbert and Jon Stewart do, and I think, wow, that's very prejudicial. So, we have a tendency to only look at one side. I'm saying we ought to be able to look at both sides.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
I certainly agree with that, but here...
So if we're going to call one side bigoted, we probably got to look at the other side and say the same thing.
Well, I'd be careful with the word bigot.
I just think it's important that people who are not minorities understand that those of us who are, and very few of us will say the things that I've just said, are actually more complex than they think we are, and we get
Stewart's
them.
a minority, as much as you are.
Come on. How is he a minority? Yeah. Rick. Very powerless people.
Whoa.
But you're such a minority. I mean, please. What are you kidding?
You're telling me that...
I'm telling you that everybody who runs CNN is a lot like Stewart. And a lot of people who run all the other networks are a lot like Stewart. And to imply that somehow the people in this country who are Jewish, are an oppressed minority? Yeah.
They have a history of oppression, no?
No question about that.
They can't relate to that?
I grew up in Miami. Every one of my best friends was Jewish. What are you talking about?
They can't relate to that? A Jewish person doesnn't always have a constant fear in the back of their head that
I think his father could. I think his father could.
I think every Jewish person feels that way.
I hope so.
Of all the Jewish people I talk to, I have a good buddy of mine. He was so paranoid about this whole mosque thing because it is, and you hear Bloomberg and other Jews coming out and defending it because it's when are they coming for us again? Yeah. So I disagree with you. I'm not Jewish and I'm not Puerto Rican. I have had every privilege.
But hold on a minute.
It's not easy being bald.
Just because someone's Jewish, they're not capable of being prejudicial? Is that what you're trying to say?
No. I'm saying just because...
Because if that's your only defense...
No, I'm saying Jewish people can relate to oppression.
I just don't think... I'm not... When I say that about someone like Jon Stewart, somebody way out to the left, that they can be prejudicial... I'm not saying it has anything to the fact that they're Jewish or not Jewish, first of all. I mean, you brought the whole Jewish conversation into this. I don't think Jewish has anything to do with this. I don't think you're less apt to be prejudiced or more apt to be prejudiced because you are Jewish.
I brought it in because you brought in your ethnicity.
I'm talking about our differences in the way we grew up.